Guys, welcome to Tech Review. Please like, share and subscribe, and also turn the post notification so you can get notified on when our next video will drop. Okay, so here we have the Samsung Galaxy A30s, and recently Samsung has been releasing a lot of budget phones, the A series to be exact. Mostly we know about the S series, which are more of flagships and also have better performance, but these budget phones are now upgrading now to be now almost like the flagship that was released 2 years ago. So anyway, I've been using this phone for like 30 days, and I'm going to tell you what's good about this phone and what's bad. But anyway, most of the things is good. It's just what you expect from a budget phone. So anyway, let's get started. As you can see here, we have the back cover. They call it the Prism Crush Black. So anyway, the cover is just made of plastic, but I like what Samsung has done here. The design, even if it's just plastic, they've also got a good hint of what design looks like. And also here we have 3 cameras and an LED flashlight. Anyway, there isn't a huge bump. Actually, there's no huge bump to the camera, which is quite good. Even if you're just texting, you just feel it much smoother. And here, as you can see, we have a 6.4-inch AMOLED display and a tear drop notch or water drop notch, whichever you choose to call it, as you can see it here. So anyway, this is a 16 megapixel front camera, and also it has a fingerprint scanner and also face recognition, but I prefer fingerprint scanner since it's way faster. Anyway, it's not that fast, but it's at least fast. Sometimes the phone might refuse to show the fingerprint scanner, so you have to wait some time before it shows the thing. You can just pop it here and then here. So anyway, as what you have for the water drop notch, it's good actually. Let's say if you're watching some video on YouTube, the content would be, let's say most of the part you'll receive it, which is quite good. Anyway, like here, don't worry about the video loading, but as you see here, most of the content, the main content is at the center of the screen, which is quite good, and also not being blocked by the notch, which is a quite great improvement. So anyway, we are going to test out the cameras to see if it's actually good for the cash that you're paying for. Anyway, the phone price is actually $223, so it's quite cheap in any areas. So anyway, as we have here, we have the camera, the photo, as you can see here. So we're just going to take a quick shot. As you can see here, most of the content is quite good. You can see most of the content, and also although it's not that good of a camera, but the focus is just the content that you're picturing. Anyway, let's go to the video. The video, it takes about 1080 pixels and also has a refresh rate of 30 frames per second, which is quite normal for most smartphones nowadays which are being released, and also has an ultra wide camera, so you can see it from close range and far range. Anyway, we have the panorama mode, where you can see at a 360-degree angle. You can just film everything, and also you can make duplicates of yourself if you want to. And also slow motion, here you can record any video and also keep it in slow-mo, which is quite good. Anyway, let's test it. I'll be checking my phone. Stop. And also let's see the video. Play in slow motion. I hope you have seen what the slow motion can do of this phone. So anyway, we go now to food. Mostly, as you can see here, the outer picture is blurrish, and also it only focuses on the picture you're covering. As you can see, these edges. So when I take a picture, most of it will be blur, and also just to focus on here. As you can see, not most of the parts are seen clearly, but also you can see the A30s packaging. Anyway, we go to the Pro. Here you can just change the angle of view and also the color. So I can go to 10K to about 6K, and also in the ISO I can also change it to be like 200. So here you can just customize on how your photo wants to look like, but manually. And more, here we have the AR emoji, but we're not going to test that since the AR emoji of this phone is not that great, because sometimes it, let's say about your skin color, it may keep you another shade of color which you aren't, and also it doesn't look realistic at all. As in, even if it's just a sticker, there's some point that it's supposed to be. So anyway, the phone actually is quite fast. You can just go from any point, from any app, and also not have to struggle, let's say like Subway Surfers. As you can see here, it has a 64GB of storage and also a 4GB of RAM, which is good for a budget phone. Anyway, it comes with a 15-watt charger, fast charging, so it charges from 0 to 100 within 2 hours. And also, as you can see, it has a USB type C. It's actually big than the normal ones. And also it has a mono speaker and a 3.5mm head jack, which is good since most of the flagships nowadays are lacking the head jack. It started with the iPhone 7. I think you know about all that. So anyway, as you can see here, the phone is actually slim. As you can see, the slimness of the phone, and also it weighs about 203 grams, which is not that heavy. You can just even control it with even one hand. So anyway, so when I bought this phone, it was currently on Android version 9, but now I updated the software, and now it's Android version 10. And it also, Android version 10 has a lot of good things, and whatever the software information, as you can see here, Android version 10, and the One UI version is mostly current on Samsung devices, which is 2.0, as you can see there. Don't mind. So if you want, let's say there's also a mini game to, I think it's in all smartphones, in Android phones. So you can just go to let me just show you the process. So you just go to settings and also about phone, then click here to software information and Android version 10. You can just click it several times. The game isn't interesting, but I think they've just built a mini game. So for those who never knew there's a mini game in a smartphone, there actually is. As you can see here, anyway, it's boring. So actually, as you can see here, we have now the Samsung Galaxy A30. It's actually a better phone than the Galaxy A10s and also A20s. So if you want to buy any of those, please save a little more and also buy the A30s. It actually has the performance that you need. Although let's say if you're playing games, it's not actually that fast. It's not actually that fast if you're swiping, or let's say you're playing PUBG. I know this game has a lot. So anyway, don't worry. But this is what I expect. Anyway, it has an Exynos chip 7904. Actually, Samsung has been building their own chips and doesn't have. That's why the phone is cheap. Let's say if it had a Qualcomm Snapdragon, it would be more expensive actually. Don't worry, I won't open up the phone. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. That will be a lot of help. Thank you.